cameras in this place. Oh, who the fuck are you? I'm the guy who does the job. Let's be the other guy. I teabag your fucking drum set!
You turned this dumb in a bag of hammers.
You climb obstacles like old people must. You know that, Private Kyle?
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
I don't know shit about Never Satisfied. I've been there one time, man. I own my own studio.
It's a group of great people all working together to do things. It's sometimes things like are a little confusing as to how things work and whatnot. That's what I'm saying. We can have
Between
a whole
people, or
just
Do I need to be close to this mic?
between
it'll pick it up pretty well.
between like the communication between what like maybe the idea is and what's getting done.
Yeah,
It's just maybe it's me, you know.
it doesn't seem like it from the outside. It seems like shit's popping off over
no,
there.
It is, but within anything where things are going well, things are going to be like just a little, you know,
Yeah.
like, why is that? Okay, I guess. Cool. You
Is
know?
it a circumstance of like there's no leader or there's no one
there's-
leading the pack,
there's
or
definitely a leader. There's definitely a leader. It's the thing of like, say like this. You have a leader that has the best intentions ever, but everyone underneath that leader has their own intentions
Okay.
and their own prerogatives.
Yeah.
And they're trying to make things happen.
Yeah.
It's like the communication is lacked to like maybe get everything on board. But that doesn't mean that things aren't working. That don't mean that moves aren't being made. That don't mean that people aren't happy. But it's just, I don't know. My involvement with them has been a lot and a little bit at the same time now, because I was way more heavily involved in being there with, you know, the different projects and things that I was working on and trying to do, and then just kind of got a little different for me, and I focused not necessarily on not necessarily working there or working here or whatever, but I focused on what I was doing.
Sure.
And just kind of stopped letting the other stuff affect me. So I was just like, all right, man, well, if I'm not on paperwork, I guess I'm just going to do my thing. And
Why not?
Yeah, we're going to make moves and stuff, which is why I actually wanted to bring Homie today and talk about what we've been doing and
Awesome.
what's been going on and stuff.
How would we like to introduce you?
Hello, everybody.
There we go. All
My name
right.
is Mercy. I own Trillico Studios.
Yes.
I make music.
Right on.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? We're already rolling, guys. I'm
Yeah.
recording,
Yeah.
so
Oh, yeah.
we're already live. It's what's up. What's up with that? Got Midas well.
What's up?
Yeah. What's up?
We
Mercy.
chilling.
Mercy. How
Yeah.
y'all doing, guys?
Good, man.
Yeah, man.
That's
How
a
are you
good
doing?
day.
Doing good. Thanks for coming.
I'm about rained
Thanks for
out
having
last
us.
couple of days.
No
in
joke,
Dallas,
man. It's
We've
been
got
flooding like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
liquid death in
Real.
this bitch.
Yeah, about to
Right.
die.
What's on this? Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, we'll do whatever we want, guys.
Beach.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so man, I kind of just found out about Midas actually through the rodeo podcast.
Okay.
I saw you on there.
Yeah.
Started
Dude's
checking
a
it.
good dude, man.
Seems like a good show, man. I like it, man.
Enjoyable to watch, and the people that he's getting to come through are just like very unique and cool in the way he does it. I appreciate somebody like even what you guys are doing. I appreciate people that take initiative to get things put together to make something, you know, because it's like might not be a platform, but it's gonna be a platform. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The first person that started the first damn podcast, like. You gotta just make it happen, and you gotta
Exactly.
make the moves and stuff. So y'all are creating a whole ass platform
Yeah.
for local artists, bigger artists, whoever y'all end up coming in. That's commendable.
That's
you
the
know what I'm
reason we started it. Really,
saying? Even a stamp
know?
on the industry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I fuck with y'all.
I appreciate that, man. That's kind of the whole reason we started it, was because we know so many people and felt like there's nowhere to just kind of gather everybody, you know, and
No,
kind of
absolutely.
give them a chance to speak or say what they want to say or
Yeah.
stand on their
Talk
little.
about something that maybe everybody else is not talking about, or like
Yeah.
bring some light to some weird situations.
Like Brexit.
Like Brexit. all right, yeah.
Yeah, I see where this is going.
We'll go hard left on that one, I guess.
Input mercy.
Hey, but as far as Midas's music, man, it's a touch of, in my opinion, of some pop, some R&B. If you were to mix like The Weeknd and Post Malone and just kind of mix them up, you get that vibe. I
Both
think.
millionaires. I appreciate it.
Yeah, right.
Good luck. No, I thank
So I saw some of your influences were through gospel, some Macy Gray, Stevie Wonder.
Bro, that's crazy. You read the bio thing that's
I-
tucked away on the.
I have to.
Actually, no, I
I have to,
appreciate you
man.
doing that.
I gotta do
the
research.
on stuff.
Some Michael Bublé, like
Yes, dude.
It's-
So
It's funny you bring up Macy Gray because when we're in the studio making music, we're making a beat or whatever, and he's
Yeah.
thinking about, you know, going on a track. He always thinks of the song in a Macy Gray voice
No,
first.
right? Yeah.
Oh, like a mumble track?
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
kind of like that. But it's
It's
like
just
it's so
Macy
real that you
Gray-
brought that up
Yeah.
on this because like I literally do love Macy Gray so much.
Hell yeah.
And people think that it's like a joke. But I'm fucking serious.
She's
like,
hard.
As soon as the song starts, as soon as shit's going, I can hear
Yeah.
my baby. Have him back, baby. I need you.
Yeah.
Like, I hear Macy Gray, and then I hear Kevin Gates, and then whatever else we write afterwards. Those are the two voices I hear on every song. You know?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Macy Gray lives in his head rent free. For
It's not a-
Sure.
That's not a bad voice to be
It's
in your head,
really
though.
not, bro.
She's got that kind of
Macy,
raspy.
if you somehow see this, I love you, baby.
Holler at your boy. So how did you get into like influence with gospel and stuff? Were you in the church a lot?
Yeah, started out my music career or the first introduction to music. My mom sang in choir, so she sang when I was in her belly, and then I came out.
Hell yeah.
Grew up Catholic. My parents both sang in the church choir and whatnot. My mom ended up becoming the director of the choir.
All right.
But I just always had a church influence, and then when I got old enough, I started going to different churches with my friends from baseball or like whatever it was I met.
Yeah.
And like, oh, go here, go here. Started to enjoy that a lot, and I fell into the position of being a worship leader. And
Oh, okay.
we, like I just tell people all the time, so-and-so doesn't show up on Thursday. I guess like Thursday I'm playing bass this week, or so-and-so had to go to the bathroom during altar call, and I'm not even gonna lie, I had to get in that drum cage. And when you play in church, bigger church and stuff, they have like a drum cage. It's like a big plexiglass room. It's like a shield, right?
Seen that.
So it's just enough to save your insecurity and let Jesus take the wheel or whatever. But I'm not gonna lie, the majority of times that I ever had to hop in there and do anything like that, it was boats and hoes. Boats and hoes. Yeah, that's it. It just keep me on beat, and so
Yeah.
it's kind of funny. It's just a little side story. But I grew up in church, and church allowed me to learn so many instruments and to learn so much about the music, like musicality of things, like singing and letting yourself go and letting yourself become passionate in something and free flow. So that really, launched me as a career style musician. Like I didn't never think that, I did like snow cones when I was young, and then I built scaffolding and sold gold coins. I was just like, pretty cool. I could do any of that and like make a living and be cool with my life and whatnot. And then like when I worked at the gold and silver coin place, they started pushing me to go do music. They were like,
Oh, no shit.
Like you're good. Like you're good at selling shit, but like go sell you, man.
Yeah.
Like come on. Like we're tired of you singing in the bathroom. Like
Yeah.
we can hear you. We on the phone trying to work. I'm in there, baby, it's a cold night. Like trying to.
Yeah. They're mad at you because you got a tune in your heart.
Oh right. Even at the sales company, they called me Adam Lambert because I had like a little piece of blonde in my hair. I guess I had this little I don't know. I had frosted tips for like 3 months, and it didn't work out.
I dye my shit too. It's all good.
No, yeah, but like back in the day, bro, it was like you were immediately connected to like a boy band. You had just the tips.
Yeah.
It was a different. I was playing with myself, man. Not like playing with myself, but you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Playing myself, is what I should have said.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I recently saw your newest album, Golden Rule. That came out with like 2019, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I really like the track "Senseless" on there. It reminded me of Michael Jackson. The kind of beat, the break beats you got on there, and then the vocals. It's some real MJ vibes on
My
that.
favorite song from the album.
And I gotta ask though, is the voicemail in it real?
Yes.
Is that real?
Yeah.
What's the
If you don't
story?
answer your
I might
fucking
say-
If you got it,
phone
let's play
right
it.
fucking now, I'm about to murder everyone you love.
Because this sounds like some
or
chick
have
just
ever
mad
cared
as
about.
fuck at
Yeah.
you.
Oh,
Call me
yeah.
back.
Shout out
on
Charlotte.
his ass.
Shout out Charlotte. What up,
yeah.
Charlotte? Yeah, so that's my ex. She held me down like for a long time, man. We were cool and hang on, sorry.
Until you weren't.
Hey, I'm literally doing a podcast right now. Say hi to the people. Say hi to the people.
Hi to the people.
What's up?
What's up? This my homie. This is my homie Brandon. He's a new artist that's working and building his career up. Y'all gonna see him, but y'all ain't gonna know him when y'all see him. I'm not gonna give y'all too much about what's going on.
All
We
right,
got
shout
a
out
project
Brandon.
we're working on right now. I'll holler at you later, Brandon.
Hell yeah.
All right, brother. That's also something I wanted to talk to you about tonight. We'll get on the album here in a second, but like I started developing a like artist development situation.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I got 3 or 4 little clients that I've been talking to about this and that.
Including Mercy?
Always stay. No. That's why he's involved and he's here though.
Oh, okay.
Always stayed involved with trying to be like, yeah, you need me to write something, this and that. And all of a sudden I was just like, man, I need to put a package together, put it in front of people, let
Yeah.
them decide, stop small talk, and I did that. And 2 people that I was wanting to work with, one of which was brought to me by my boy Harpoon. Shout out Harpoon Season. That's the artist that Never Satisfied with the neon stuff you seen.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you. Harpoon reached out to this guy, and then a lot of came back together, and we put together a whole package, and we started rolling out stuff and working, and that's what led me to, between Never Satisfied Studios and Trillico Studios, anybody trying to work and get a song done, we can get it. It don't matter if it's like, oh, I don't have nothing, or I have a little bit, or I have something. Between my boy Mercy and my boy Dialogue at the 2 different studios, there ain't nobody that can touch what we're doing in Dallas right now.
Hell
so,
yeah.
like, anybody that needs any type of work done musically, or even, like, sync stuff, or you're trying to get some structuring maybe you don't need me to help you sing or rap or whatever the fuck, like, or just writing, like, anything you need musically. If you hit this man up or you hit me up, we're going to be on top of it and get it done quick.
Yo, a lot of y'all need some structure too, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all just be making some bullshit songs.
Ain't no substance to them words.
I'm just saying, like, the lack of structure in songs, dude, is just...
I'm all for a vibe and going and creating something
For
and
sure.
whatnot, but do you want to go get the big bag?
Right. You want to make a real song?
Why
Some
not? Let's
timeless
get a
shit?
big bag so we can put all the little bag stuff aside, and you can put more time towards your little bag stuff.
Yeah,
you
man.
know, like the big bag will pay for the little bag stuff. You know.
So you're running a studio?
Yeah. Yeah, I own a recording studio, Trillico Studios in Oak Cliff.
OAKC.
LIF. Yeah. Man, I've lived in Dallas my whole life, man. And I've always done music. And recently, now I'm doing it completely full time.
Hell yeah.
Just juggling
Full-time.
other side jobs and stuff while having the studio.
So quit
But-
your job and just doing that full time now, booking
Hell
people
yeah.
in and
Man
all,
was
all
a
day.
premier bartender at a 5-star like spot.
Oh, making some money.
Oh
Yeah, no, for sure. I definitely am good at what I do if I do it. You
Right.
know what I mean? So,
I feel that.
yeah, it was tough to let some of that quick money go, man, but, it's all worth it in the end.
Yeah, for that bigger dream, right?
The longevity that
Yeah.
he's building
Yeah.
right now, bro. I'm telling you,
Absolutely.
the stuff that this dude can do. I've worked with producer, all kind of different level, different vibes, different styles and stuff. There's 2 people that I can work with no matter what and get shit done, like instantly. This man, my boy Dialogue, and I'm not gonna lie, my boy Colin Jacobson in Austin. He's cold as hell too. I act like he's not like on the same thing. Me and Colin are like a homie friendship level that we get to create and vibe together the same way. But functioning studios and in town type
Yeah.
shit, these dudes are untouchable, man. Like the music.
You have to have those people in your corner.
I'm telling you, bro. And like it's walkout. You walk in and you're like, I don't know, and you walk out and you're like, I don't know, motherfucker. I'm
Yeah,
gonna get
right.
you in. Like it's you different attitude. It's the type of thing where you can bring an artist in or someone that maybe isn't an artist yet. Someone that aspires, right?
Right.
Come work with us and come see the process and what we got going on. Like I said, either way, Trillico, Never Satisfied, it don't matter. You're going to walk out more inspired to push and to do your shit because it's like putting you on that next level. You know what I'm saying? It's important to me, and it's important, I feel like, for every artist to hit that progressive point for themselves. Like maybe, like I said earlier, I was talking about being like healthily selfish. Take your time, man. Spend that little bit of money on yourself to go to the studio.
Yeah.
Spend that little buck for that one song and get yourself excited because then you're going to spend the bucks on the other song at that level.
Exactly.
It takes a little bit of money to make money.
You got to invest in yourself.
And there's nothing wrong with self-recording or recording at your house or recording at your own shit or your homeboys and shit. There's nothing wrong with that.
So we all started there.
Exactly. But if there's a next tier and a next level, I'm calling you as an artist to step up to that next level. So
Y'all heard the man,
let's see
man.
what's up,
Yeah,
man.
y'all holler at him.
Definitely.
Kick Push Radio, Mondays 6 to 8. You can stream it online at kanoin.com/now.
So what's the studio vibe like for y'all? I mean, tell me, like, what's the atmosphere like in there?
I mean, shit.
Is it just real chill? Or y'all in
Yeah.
there, like,
It's really what
smoking
energy
blunts,
to
like,
me,
what's-
it's what energy you bring in. We're
Right.
gonna maximize it. If you're coming in kind of timid, we might turn you up a little bit. We might, or you want to be on some chill shit. We're gonna be relaxed and be chill. We're
Let
gonna
you
be
do
in
your
the cut
thing.
and figure out what your thing is, because
Yeah.
it's really about letting the artists create their thing and just guiding. I don't need to just do it. I don't need to just do it for you or
Then
make
it's,
you.
then it's your
do it.
project.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Now, I don't mind it being our project, especially if me and you want to work and you haven't done something yet. It is our project because I'm going to help you get excited about our project. But from our project, you're going to stem the creativity for your project.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
How do you find it? Do you find it challenging to kind of push those people that come in kind of unmotivated, and then is it challenging to find that spark in them sometimes?
Sometimes, but most of the time, people are paying good money to come to the studio.
So they come
and
correct.
record,
They come
you
correct.
know, if you're going to the studio, you're paying $60, $70, $100 an hour. I mean, if you come and don't want to do anything, I mean, you still have to pay me.
Right.
That money's still out of your pocket.
The clock's still ticking.
Exactly, yeah. So, I mean, I would definitely recommend coming prepared, or at least having an idea of what you want to do when you come to the studio, as opposed to just coming there and hanging out, because you are paying to hang out, for sure.
Basically, at that point. Yeah.
See, the way that we work together is he's in the cut and chill like that. Because, I mean, CEOs don't got to. The business is still the business. I'm drill sergeant.
Right.
I'm the one that's like, let's go. No, this. Say it. Don't cut the music. Say it. If you. No, dude. Say it. If you want to get with. Okay. I'll go through that shit, bro. And I will cut down on somebody until they get their little line. They can get it. Then bring the music back. 9 times out of 10, it's on beat, it's there, and they hit, and then they're like, I'm like, yeah, I told you, motherfucker. Like,
you need to be in artist development.
That's what we're trying to do. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't think that it was gonna be something I was gonna be so passionate about.
Yeah.
And like so excited, but it's the only place in the world you get paid to yell at people.
Unless you're an actual drill sergeant.
Right.
Right. I'm not gonna do all the jumping jacks and shit, man. But close enough. Yeah.
I dig that, man. What's your thoughts on like a multi-genre artist? Someone like he gets a lot of hate, but MGK seems to like bounce in and out of genres. What's your thought on that? Because it seems like more and more artists these days are unboxing themselves.
Yeah, he's a playboy. He can do that now.
Yeah.
Like he did his thing and set up his career to where he could kind of do that. Now, with specifically MGK, I don't know if the whole Eminem thing had something to do with him wearing all the pink and going that route now and whatnot, but, I mean, shit. Maybe that pink blush will cover up them bruises that Shady left on him. Like, he kind of went in, but, like, another artist that, I mean, obviously Post Malone and shit, he stuck to his cut, doing his thing, and he's meshed in his twang and his things into that.
Absolutely.
But I do respect that he takes time out of his personal life. Like I was talking about, the big bag and little bags.
Mm-hmm.
He covers Bob Dylan. He covers songs that he likes and loves and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I have so much respect for an artist that does that. You know what I'm
Absolutely,
saying?
man.
Especially like when it's something that they're passionate about and they want the people to have that as well. So.
Yeah. I mean, I think it all kind of comes back to that word we keep saying is artists, right? You may have one specific style that you're really good at, but as an artist, it may not be as fulfilling to do just that one style over and over again. You have to kind of experiment and try different things to really broaden your horizons and grow as an artist.
For sure. Yeah, when I started playing guitar, I started playing blues, and it switched to metal, and then it went to playing session artists like rap for rappers and shit.
And it's because you got different feelings from them, or because it was just like a progressional thing?
It's a progressional thing.
Okay.
It just like I went from playing blues by myself to joining a metal band, and then the metal band fell out. Then I went to just doing session work for rappers, and then now I'm getting back into the metal thing a little bit. But
I think rock music's coming back really hard right now.
Real hard.
I'm not gonna lie. Even my solo music, the Golden Rule songs, when I play them now, I have a rock group that backs me up.
Oh hell yeah!
So I have 2 different groups that I play with. Shout out Poopy Sanchez in Austin. Shout out Colin Jacobson in Austin. Me and Colin wrote an album together that isn't released, but we play it for my live set when I play with those guys. And then Jamie Abshire, my boy Cole, and Bo King back in Beaumont, Port Arthur area, where I'm my hometown. All those guys are different from different worship leading bands and church bands and stuff.
That's
from back in the
cool,
day,
yeah.
they play with me when I play in like the Houston area and shit. So
Right on.
if you see me anywhere in Texas, you're probably gonna catch a different set. Real shit. Different cities, I have different people back me.
That's cool as hell. I haven't heard anybody doing it like that, man. Different bands
trying.
and different
We're trying
spots.
something.
That's
man.
interesting,
Goes back to that artistry,
right?
different things.
Yeah. That's
And it's like throwing different looks at people. Like it's not like one group of my guys is better than the other group of guys. They're just different. And it's fun for me to be able to be like, all right, this has this whole different vibe and persona. Like in Austin, we have a show coming up August 10th with Dropout Kings and Notions and a few other bands. Like I've Hurt People, I think, or something. Like there's a couple different bands. I really apologize right now. Maybe I'll send you the flyer. We can post it in the thing or something. But August 10th, we have Austin. I'm doing it with that group, and it's a trap metal tour. So it's gonna be heavy rock and like trap vocals type stuff. But I'm gonna slip my R&B in there with a little heavy guitar.
Oh man, we need to talk later because I've been doing a lot of trap metal lately.
Yeah, that's what I think it's coming. I think it's coming, and like it's not that it wasn't a thing before. You know, you got like the Jay-Z Linkin Park Collision chorus.
That wasn't really metal though. That was just a collab.
Right. But that flavor back in the day, I've always had that taste in my mouth of being like, man,
I think we all have since then, right?
I think someone needs to really go that route.
Well, everyone, like, no one's been able to really do the rap rock thing right or the rap metal thing right, and that was the closest it got, really.
Hollywood Undead.
Right. But
Dude, I'm gonna tell you right now, Hollywood Undead sucks ass.
They have a couple good songs.
Dude, I'm gonna say like maybe
we all wear different masks for a reason. Probably really great guys. We don't know what they're going through.
I mean, yeah, they're all wearing masks for a reason, right? No, I don't fuck with them really, man. They've had like 2 or 3 songs that have been on my radar, but
you know, like, I mean, since this is like a free for all, we just talk about anything, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so with Hollywood Undead, some of the songs super dope, like cool video game soundtracks or like cool wrestling soundtracks, something like that, right? But when I think of bands like that, I think I'm not gonna knock or talk shit on them because that's probably one of those groups where every one of their homeboys was just like, "No, you're playing the triangle. Like you're Timothy, you're coming with us. Like you have to, dude. You have the van. Like you know what I'm saying." So everybody, it's a bigger group, right? They have like
I think so.
Yeah,
that's a good way to think about it, though.
And you don't have to fucking have anybody there with you. Everybody wears a mask, so you could be like, "All right, your brother's gonna have to tour with us because he's having a baby now." Like. Genius. Losers. Genius. No, I'm kidding. Not losers. Y'all are cool as fuck. For
respect.
Whatever it is that y'all.
Respect. Whether we listen or not, I mean, y'all still did it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I say. I'll never knock the hustle, but I will make fun of you a little bit because I'm petty, you know?
So let me ask you, on the topic of image, is image important as an artist, or do you think the music will carry them through their journey?
People in general or Hollywood Undead?
Artists in general.
Okay, I was like, I don't want to talk too much on Hollywood. No,
just artists in general. Is their image important? Like as far as like you've obviously got an image.
Thank you, I appreciate that. I feel like grungy, but like since I told you I've done like the country genre and then the metal stuff in Houston, pop R&B and Austin, I just like look like all the shit that I've. I don't know, man. You'd catch me in a different outfit every day on some weird shit.
No, it fits you well though. It fits your music, and that's what I'm talking about. You have an image.
Thank you. Yeah. I think that if someone doesn't have like some type of natural, whatever the fuck that is, we call it swagger or juice or whatever you want to call it and stuff, it's important to find and have to create that. I feel like I'm blessed that I'm such a goofball and like off the wall with shit that my shit just kind of rolls with it and it fits out, but. Very important to have imaging, and past imaging is really just branding because like image is the way you look and whatnot, but your brand is your image, you and everything combined. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, top tier, image and a brand. Brand is the word we want to look for with stuff. I think it's very important to brand yourself early and rock with it. Not saying you can't change shit, but you get somebody to see your name 600 times this way.
Yeah.
Really hard for them to read it different to 601st, you know what I'm saying?
I agree.
So
that's kind of
something good and kind of decide on it and rock with it.
Yeah.
Stay true.
Well, I think that's back to what we were talking about, all the artists like genre bending. You know, they have to box out eventually.
Absolutely.
Because they get stuck in that mold, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
So how about you just did So What Fest?
Yes.
How'd that come about? How would it go? Did you have a good set?
I had a great set. It was really fun. Mike Zimmer, Orlando, and
hey, shout out
Kendrick.
Mike. I've been hitting you up on Instagram. Come on my show. Holler at me.
Yeah, Mike holler at the homie. Mike just had a birthday. Happy birthday, Mike. This last couple of days. But those dudes, Third String has put together so much stuff over the years.
Absolutely.
And I even said this on his thing for his birthday. Like Mike alone, like obviously with his team. When I say Mike, I'm talking Third String. I'm talking Orlando. I'm talking Kendrick. I'm talking about all the people that put things together.
Yeah.
It's just like since I was in a metal band, Mike's been booking us, and you know what I'm saying. And you don't have to fucking do that.
When I was in the metal band, he was booking all the homies.
He's been holding it together.
Yeah.
We were out in something, and they were just like, he didn't do anything until So What, blah, blah. And my homegirl was with us, and she was just like, nah, like I wasn't there for that conversation. I walked up on it. Mm-hmm. I was like, bro, like y'all weren't around, baby. Y'all are little kids, you know. Like this man's been doing this shit. Like the Dallas scene, especially Deep Ellum, getting stuff booked. it's been them.
Yeah.
You know, like they really do what they do. So like tip the hat and like really show your respect towards shit. You can say whatever you want at the end of the day about promoters and get butthurt because this didn't happen for you or whatever the hell. I was blessed and lucky to be a part of So What.
Oh yeah.
I was 100%. Like I went to work for them dudes. I sold them tickets. You know, like it's time to get it when you get an opportunity like that. So
Fuck yeah, it is.
again, appreciate you. So What was a great experience in general, just because of not only for like your what do you call that? Your like resume type shit.
Yeah.
But just getting to be somewhere with all the different energy they brought together with the different artists and
I
shit.
bet.
And then like seeing people that were like, I'll never go to shows anymore, I'm too old. And then seeing them out there with a fucking Daisy Dukes in a crop top and it's a man. Like, what are you doing, man? He's like, I'm So What, baby?
Hey, crop tops are coming back hard lately.
Crop tops and crop tops. That's all.
Yeah.
Right.
But no, man, I really appreciate all those guys and like getting to work with them ever is awesome. The shows that we're doing, I'm talking about for Dropout Kings, that's Third String.
Oh, cool.
That's Orlando's actually heading those up and booking those. But
Nice.
yeah, man.
That's what's up, man. Did you play with a live band on that?
For So What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I played with my boy Poopy and my boy Colin.
Awesome.
Not as Poopy, but it is his name. He is that dude was in a band back in the day. You ever heard of Thumbscrew?
No, I hadn't.
Check them out, man. Old
from
school,
here?
like way back when Chiodos was popping and shit.
Oh, okay,
they're
yeah.
Different Texas,
Throwback.
but they're old school. And like Poopy's been my drummer for like, motherfucker, what? We going on like 8 years now. We've only played like probably like 5 or 6 shows together because he's busy. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
if it's
dude,
not big, me and Poop don't play. You know?
Every drummer is busy as fuck.
Yeah,
They're in multiple bands.
He cashes out, man.
Yeah.
He's like the top wedding drummer in Austin, Texas.
Really?
Yes. Him and his boy.
So he's out there just stepbrothering it, huh?
I think it's Hyper Rhythm, if I'm correct.
Really?
Is their group called? But it's a DJ that DJs for the weddings and hosts and whatnot, and then he plays and whatnot. But that's why anytime that I wish he was gonna be playing with me on the 10th. I think I have a fill-in for the 10th because he has a wedding that day. But it's an experience for sure getting to fuck with those dudes, man. Poopy's a very, very live individual. That's my boy. Like, straight up, man. I don't know. He brings a whole nother thing to the set because I've never had a drummer that you hear through the mains. He be talking shit in the snare mic, be like, yeah! Like, doing my ad-libs and backups.
That's cool. Trey Cool from Green Day does that shit, too.
He's a beast, man. Poop's a beast.
That's what's up. So tell me about Never Satisfied, man. Fill me in. Because I see, like, just from what I see from the outside, it looks like a collective of, like, a lot of people, content creators and just artists and stuff. And, like, I see, like, 23 Cups, Lardy B, you.
Yes. Okay, so check. Long time ago. Lardy, y'all know Lardy B. You know Lardy. Shout out Lardy B. It's my girl. Phenomenal artist that started off with some parody stuff. Got a lot of traction.
Yeah.
That woman can sing. She can put bars together. She can rap. She can do all of it. She's a hustler and a go-getter. She booked a thing called Lardy Land a few years back. Were y'all familiar with that?
No, I didn't hear that.
She threw a festival and she got, I don't know if y'all know Nico Savvy. Nico, me, the Fagadelics, Ashes. Y'all familiar with Ashes?
No, I hadn't heard Ashes.
Got to tap in with my boy, too. Shout out Ashes. Ashes got some sick music. It's Ashes with an X instead of an E.
Okay.
So on Instagram, it's Ashes, 2 Ashes with the number 2. X's instead of E's. He's shadow banned, so you got to type the whole damn thing in to get to him. But my boy's music is hard as
Y'all
fuck.
check him out.
He does trap metal / hip hop / like old like low key chill
Sounds
vibe,
dope.
bro.
Yeah.
He looks like Kid Rock too.
Yeah, that's my
yeah?
boy. We actually got a song coming out on some shit about some shit like that. But
Let me ask you real quick, because you say you got a lot in the bank. What's the deal with the holdup? Because I noticed a lot of artists that sit on shit for a long time.
So, long story short, I had a little album that I did with this young kid out here that goes by Vex the Artist now, and he's like a rapper and shit.
Okay.
But before he was a producer, me and my boy Dialogue did this whole album with it. And in
Yeah.
2020, we were supposed to drop that and move around with it. COVID happened, stunted everything. Before that, I had other
That'll fuck some
projects
shit
that
up.
had gotten pushed back before that project was supposed to release. So I ain't gonna lie, I just fell off the ball with stuff. So now I'm chock full. I got an album with Colin in Austin. I got an album with my boy Chase in San Antonio. I got extra songs enough to put an album together with Dialogue. Me and him are 3 or 4 deep into something. I don't know what we got going on, but
Got something going on.
music everywhere. I just did a song with 23. Did 2 songs with 23 at Trillico actually last
My
week.
beats.
Did a song with Ashes at Never Satisfied and at Trillico last week. So anybody trying to get that feature work too right now and the collab shit, hit me up because this is the time we are willing and dealing and staying in the studio damn near every day.
Hell yeah.
But to get back to what we were getting at, like Lardy B threw a concert called Lardy Land. She got Ashes, me, Nico, 23 Cups, because 23 does her hype and ad lib. They play and perform together.
Okay.
He'll be on stage with her and bring it up, bring her performance up.
He's a great hype man.
They're great together. I love him.
Yeah.
I love
He's
him.
like Dallas's hype man, honestly.
2-3 is one of the most solid dudes, and I say this on camera too. I tell him every time we get into it and talk about some stuff. When I say get into it, I'm usually just being like, bro. The man can shoot his own videos, get the premise for the videos, get the skits worked out off top. Brilliant provider for creativity and energy. Just I fuck with you 2-3. That's the boy, man.
Yeah, shout out 23 Cups, man. Y'all look him up.
He be somebody. I don't know if you got him on here. Hit him.
I'd love to have 23 on, man. I met him back.
I'll message him in too for you. And see
oh,
what's
please,
up.
yeah, reach out.
He's solid side. We're actually tapping in tomorrow night at his studio too. At
yeah.
2-3.
Set it up, brother. I appreciate it.
But so she put this whole thing together, and the biggest artist I think on that was like Tay Money.
Okay.
This is a little bit before Tay was really bopping and popping, but she was already, you know what I'm saying? She was doing her thing. And so Lardy put this whole fucking thing together. We had a unicorn over there. He had a cotton candy machine. You could take a picture on a horse with a damn horn, like straight up. Or
Sounds tight.
It was wild. It was wild. Tattoos, whatever the fuck you wanted to do. It was a whole thing they did at Southside Ballroom. Radio Raheem and Never Satisfied was there. I guess Radio was checking out Lardy and whatnot. And and that's kind of how the intro happened with her and him. And then Lardy's producer is Dialogue. Dialogue's my producer for Golden Rule. Me and Dialogue been locked in and working together forever. Same thing with me and Lardy from that. So she is the reason that I'm even affiliated to Never Satisfied.
Oh, okay.
Never Satisfied sought her out.
Yeah.
And Dialogue went with her to Never Satisfied. And that chose for me to instantly be like, well, I'm going where my boy goes. So I started fucking around and felt more than welcome and invited there. And we worked throughout the years, did a couple things here and there. So I'm involved and sprinkled in this or sprinkled in that. But really, as a whole, Never Satisfied is their own entity that's really, really doing different things. They got a lot of stuff working in, and I can't talk too much about what they got going on, but they're definitely making big moves, man.
I think so, too,
They do a lot for the city when it comes to bigger artists that aren't quite there bigger yet, like these the hubs that they do. They do them at Bistro 808. Shout out Bistro 808 for Radio Raheem's restaurant. Sick seafood, bro. If you're trying to get like a Cajun spin, like on something, oh man, Bistro 808. We got to talk about that. Definitely one of the brunch events or something like that. I'll have to hit you up and come out. But
sounds good.
They'll do the hub over there, and what the hub is they got Hollywood Bebe that does the radio station stuff. He will come out and basically host these events that promote these artists. Like, say for example, when Key Glock came through, Key Glock, he's still big.
I was there.
Dolph, yeah, you were at that event. That's before me and Mercy really had connected with each other.
Right.
Dolph came, with support for Key Glock, but that event was about Key, so they made it about Key. And they really heightened that specific artist. And they do these events led to get their plays out, their new release out, whatever they're doing. It's just a big deal, honestly. There's not really people in Dallas doing stuff like that.
No, not really.
So that's why I consider Radio a gatekeeper big time with the things. And when I say Radio, I'm talking Radio Raheem. I don't know if Radio's World on Instagram.
Yeah, no, I know it.
Follow him. Yeah, he really does. What would we say? Like cultivate, opportunity for a lot of different people.
Absolutely.
So that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, anybody that want to work with Never Satisfied or be involved with them, you make yourself useful and you show up. It's consistency. I've lacked consistency at certain times of my life, so I've had to go my own path to do, things here and there. But all in all, good company and solid vibes.
Yeah, no, I love the work. It seems like y'all are really on a path of doing some shit.
I mean, bro, you got to think. They got Harpoon. Harpoon is one of the most amazing neon paint artists in general. Like the stuff that he paints comes to life. They use neon paint and these projector systems where they kind of will outline what the painting is and then maybe make it have an action. If it's like a woman with a tomahawk,
okay.
The light laser will make it look like wild stuff. Harpoon's wild. Brandon Banks, B-Banks, the Oracle. Another producer up there just as hard as Dialogue is. Brandon Crabtree, just as hard when it comes to making stuff. And his album For the Streets 2 just dropped. I mean, that's another one to check out. B-Banks, man. That dude... He's a mixture between Fergie, Jesus, and Future, mixed together. You know what I'm saying? He's on some R&B shit right now, but that man's got bars and he's got melody all day, bro. I can't say enough about the people that work through that building, honestly.
I don't like bubbly water. Anyway, another Liquid Death ad right here. The black one's sparkling water, the white one's regular. That's my favorite. That's where it's at. This mango one's new. They're just putting all the flavors out now. Skateboarder owned company. We're supporting everything skater owned at What's Up With That. Y'all check it out. Right on, right on. I'm going to bring it into our little segment we have on here.
Okay.
It's called Hit or Shit. I'm basically just going to say a couple things. You tell me if it's a hit or if it's shit. It's pretty simple, right?
Yeah.
All right. How about lawn flamingos? You know, like the pink flamingos that people put in their lawns, that hit or shit?
I'll go hit circumstantially.
That's a hit?
That's a hit for me, dog.
Yeah.
Are you talking?
I'm okay with lawn flamingos.
Like lawn
issue with
flamingos
that.
where you like put them in someone's yard and then you got to go put them in somebody else's yard type shit? Or are you talking about decorating with them? And
I don't
having
know
them
what
be
you're
a
talking
flamingo?
about. I'm talking about just the pink flamingos.
Having lawn flamingos, I'm here for it.
What we used to do, which was like fucked up, but it was like a church a fundraiser type thing. We had these, you know, the whirly birds. They're kind of like the lawn flamingos, the little spinny little flowers. We would go put those in people's yards, and then they could send us a donation for us to come pick them up. Like straight up.
Wow.
Like,
all right. That's a hustle.
Well, I mean,
creativity.
Yeah. Well, see, you'll be watching in church, and they be seeing you in that back row, and it's like, he didn't tithe. They'd be like, he getting whirly birded this week.
He getting whirly birded.
No, just little cute things like that they used to do at church that, you know, it's kind of funny if you think about it now.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, forcing the hand.
No kidding. All right, so how about TikTok?
I got a TikTok. I haven't posted anything on it. I say it's a hit because a lot of my friends have their shit off of TikTok and let them do their thing, and I support it.
I say shit. I hate TikTok.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
I hate it, man. It's just
I don't get on it, so I don't hate it.
I've got one.
right?
I've got one for the show, and like I post clips on there, but I just do the Joe Rogan post and ghost. Like I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not on it, man.
I mean, trust me. I've spent hours scrolling through there on accident.
It'll happen quick. Yeah.
But I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like that's a whole nother different conversation. The whole social media degeneration of.
I will say this: it does not feel cool. I'm 32. It does not feel cool to feel like I'm behind on a social media.
I feel the same way,
That
dude.
shit is work.
Yeah, I get on there and I'm like, man, this is just moving at a very fast pace.
Like, what happened to Vine? Like, what happened?
It came and gone. Just as
Yeah, but like Vine was cool. I was working there.
Well, what
I
happened to
fucked with
life
it.
before social media?
What are you talking about?
for real though.
Exactly right.
I mean,
for real.
Oh, you talking about Halo 2?
right.
Shotties only, bro.
Yeah. I fucked with some Halo though.
Come on.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean,
old school LAN
I
parties.
actually work with this other thing. There's a video game that I get to work on now with this dude Ty Thomas in
No way.
Dallas. That with the music side of all that, one of the guys that worked on Halo, his name's Noah something or another, but he works in the same. So I was just like, "What are you talking about? No Halo? Like you don't know Halo, old man? Like what you talking about?" And he was like, "No." I was like, he's like that guy. I was like, "What? Like we're working on a thing together." It's a cool ass game. It's called. I don't know if we can shout that out because it's not like a release company yet, but bro, it's hard as hell. I'm gonna have to let you play it.
We'll have to bleep
I'm gonna have
that.
to let you play it, yeah, for sure.
Sounds cool, man.
I mean, social media is just a necessary evil, unfortunately, in the industry
Nowadays,
we're in.
yeah. Now
Especially in the industry we're in, man.
you have to have it, man, or else you're nobody.
Yeah.
They're like, who are you?
It's
You got an
don't have any
Instagram?
followers.
It
Yeah.
is really sad, like, when I hear, not necessarily promoters, but most of the time it is, like, kind of like a promoter situation where someone's, like, trying to book for a show, and I know two artists that are, like, really, really good, and I'm like, they would fit. This would be great.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, well, what is their following like? And I'm like, well, what? Okay, and I get that. So we go look at it, and it's, like, the same following as the other guy, but they booked the other guy, and it's like, I know that they're good though. What's the difference there? You know what I'm saying? Like maybe this guy's got 10,000 followers, but you don't get any I don't know, like momentum. You know what I'm saying? I want to work with people that I work with alongside, so I always fight for my people. Anytime I get an opportunity, I'm definitely hitting my boy up and being like, come on.
Well, that's what's gonna make you excel. You'll excel further.
Yeah,
with
I feel such, but it's hard. Like I'm saying, like I feel like when someone like trying to bring a package to somebody. And trying to sell them when they're just like, but this guy's got 20,000. I'm like, yeah, but 20,000 who, when, and where? It's not like 20,000 people are in the city about to pull up to that show. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I mean, dude, and even like for people behind the scenes, like I feel like for producers, it's not even necessarily as important. I was doing a deep dive one day. I was deep in the rabbit hole of Instagram, and I found the producer that made Mac Miller's 2009, who made that beat. I found him on Instagram. Dude's got like 3,000 followers.
Yeah.
Like nothing, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's made, one of the most beautiful intros and one of the most beautiful beats in the last 20 years, in my opinion.
You'll find that pretty commonplace with producers, man. They're not pretty popular people, and they're kind of hermit crabs and stick to themselves.
Yeah.
And
So I mean, it's necessary, but also like at the same time, like music does speak for itself.
Absolutely.
Yeah, your work shows.
All right, so hit or shit, Kendrick Lamar's new album.
Didn't listen to it yet.
Hadn't heard it yet.
I listened to the first 3 songs. I think I was on mushrooms, and it was too much. It was too much.
I'll probably like it then. Honestly,
It was a lot. I mean, it was a lot. I mean, like, man, I'm a big Good Kid, Mad City, Section 80.
Me too.
Kendrick fan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I totally respect with where he is going with his music and the message he's sending. Sometimes it's just a lot. It's not easy listening by any means.
I respect that. Yeah. All right, how about Liquid Death?
Love Liquid Death.
Hit.
Hit all day.
Yeah.
All day.
All day long.
For real. Dude,
Yeah.
I don't drink. Like it's been a year and 9 months. I just quit. I was just like, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
Get my shit straight and see what happens. Got after my bag, and like now, I'm sitting with different people. We're doing podcasts and making things that needed to happen before it happened. But man, like, I ain't gonna lie, when I went back to Austin for the first time, I was so happy that Liquid Death was at a couple of the bars. It was like a newer thing. The bars didn't have it yet, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So right around the time that I quit drinking, these things showed up, and I was like, yeah,
Dude, I've
tall
heard
boy.
a lot of people say that Liquid Death got him out of drinking and shit.
Yeah. It helped me out because I was drinking ginger beer. Ginger beer is non-alcoholic, but it's kind of like a root beer, like ginger beer and Sprites. And I was so tired of the bartender looking at me like, you want a non-alcoholic drink and a non-alcoholic drink together? And I'm like, yeah. So I don't drink alcohol. And they're like, what are you doing here? I'm like, what?
Yeah.
My peoples, I got to stay with the crowd and stay with my shit. So
Right.
Liquid Death all day.
Oh, yeah.
Did you have trouble coming into recovery like that? Was it a hard struggle for you?
No, it was a blessing for me, honestly, because it helped me do 2 birds at 1 stone.
Mm-hmm.
Figured out my little situation I lived on 6th Street downtown in Austin for a long time, so every day someone was like, let's go.
I can only imagine, dude.
You know how many people can visit you on a Lime scooter? Like, you'd
right.
be so surprised, bro. Like, Lime should have paid me.
Right.
Like, straight up. I should have damn near got one of them chargers and got paid to do all that shit.
Leave it at the crib.
All the time.
Yeah,
People
see your
visit
scooter here, bro. I'll charge it.
And I say
cool.
6th Street. I was on 6th and Pedernales was my studio. So Soft Spoken ATX Entertainment in Austin. The studio was a block away from me, and then the bars were all just, if you walk out to the right, there's a bar, a little bit, there's a bar. Then you're on the east side, all the bars.
Yeah.
And then across the highway, Dirty 6, and then even further, West 6. So every damn bar that I would go to was on my street.
It's a lot of bars.
Just hanging out
so
too
much
much.
drinking.
It wasn't like I like to drink. I just like to be with my people and shit.
Right.
So it was an opportunity for me, 2 birds in 1 stone. When I said cutting that shit out let me cut up a lot of time that I was able to get back for myself. And when I did go back, a lot of the people, not to know, shout out, I love you if I love you, but if I don't, fuck you, There was a lot of people that I realized I didn't like to be around in Austin that were just fucking use and abuse and really just wanted to hook up. And even myself, I admit, if you bartended for me when I was bullshitting and drinking, I apologize. They would hook it up all day long and I'd just be trashed out.
Yeah.
You got to spread love and send love back when people do that. I was getting too many free drinks downtown and shit. So when I cut out all the drinking, all the extra people that were just around for that free shit cut out too. And I was like, thank y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all did me a favor. I don't have to worry about this shit. I'm not trying to people please anymore.
For sure.
I guess I'll go record. I guess I freed my own bullshit up with just that one little thing, man.
No, I love that, man. That's the way to do it, really. Just keep yourself busy.
Yeah.
Do some other shit.
For sure.
Yeah. Tell me about Journey. You mentioned that.
Journey is the label I'm currently signed to.
Yeah.
You got Noah Fins, A&R's CEO, top producer out there. Moody Banks is signed to that record label. She's an amazing artist as well. Thelonious Love, Bombay the rapper out of Houston. I mean, it's that's chock full of different personas and personalities all under one roof.
Yeah.
So the Jern family's a tight family. And
Okay, I was curious.
They stay busy in Austin and whatnot.
I saw you doing a couple features with Thelonious. So I guess
Yeah,
y'all all
Theo.
y'all are all
Theo,
on the same
label. But that's like my brother, man. Like Theo's been there for me for a lot of stuff. We used to
Yeah.
live together back in Austin for a little while, and it's just cool to get a couple songs with your people like that.
Absolutely. Yo, I just want to toss this out there real quick. That First Class cover you did, that's tight.
You fuck with it?
Yeah.
That's the whole thing in itself. So I used to be in a metal band called Concept.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
I was signed to Stay Sick Records.
Okay.
Stay Sick is like people that know metal, like Attila, like Franz.
I loved Attila back.
Franz was my boss. That was like our label head. He
shit.
signed us. Yeah. So
Like Attila. Like,
yeah, Attila. Stay Sick
I
Records was
fucked with
his
them
stuff.
hard.
You never seen Franz on the shit and be like, if you guys like Alien Hoodie, swipe up right now. And I'd like that was
Yes.
those are just our dad's Alien hoodies. He was a cool ass dude. He got the metal band signed with their label, and that was a fun experience. But the thing was with the Midas Love stuff is I started doing the solo music, and it's just really hard without constantly releasing to get traction.
Yeah.
And I had lost some traction, and I wanted to try something. So I got together with some of the old dudes from the metal shit.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, let's release a cover. Really, he had pushed, the other vocalists had pushed on me to do it too as well. So we were back and forth. It wasn't just me. But I was like, hey, let's do a cover and let's put our solo names on it.
Yeah.
And release it through the band's Spotify and see what happens.
It's a good idea.
So we did, and it helped for a little bit, but it just showed me that it's a sporadic, instantaneous thing.
Mm-hmm.
I got my monthlies from like 1,000 or 2,000 up to like 7,000-8,000 with one post.
Nice.
And then we did it the following month again, and it went back up and dropped down. So now we know if we want to drop something and just get a little bit more views on it or get a little bit more of a head play room on it, go ahead and drop something like that. So I'm trying to trickle people from my old metal following onto the solo stuff.
That's a good idea.
You're going to lose people along the way, but
yeah.
if I don't put it out there, how are they going to know? They might.
No, I love it, man. Are you just doing the high vocals on that track? Okay.
I'm singing. None of the screaming stuff is me on the covers, really.
That's awesome, dude. You also did WoW too, right?
Mm-hmm. We did WoW first. WoW was the one that did better. WoW did way better than First Class.
Really?
But First Class was fun too, and it was a tight. It's crazy. We did that cover, and then like I didn't realize how much they were gonna make that a radio song. I heard it everywhere.
Everywhere, dude.
See,
See, I was curious if y'all were just trying to ride the coattail of that popularity on that song. Or...
Yeah, but that's the idea of when you do covers. You want to try to do something first before someone else did it, type shit. And I'm procrastinating a little bit, so we slacked on it and released it a little later. But especially the WoW cover. The WoW was like 2 years later than it came out. But WoW banged for us.
They're still
really
great tracks, dude.
Yeah, it's fun.
No, I fuck with it. Your highs over those screams sound nice.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
And I guess it goes, y'all all mesh really well because you used to be a band.
Yeah. It works. It makes sense.
Fuck yeah, man.
It was fun.
Shit.
What?
So let me bring y'all back just to kind of get both y'all involved here. How do you usually, in like the grand aspect of like time in your life, how do you go about experiencing time day to day? Is it like something you think about? Is it like a constant pressure, or you just don't even think about it?
Yeah, I think about time. I mean, time is money.
Right.
But time is also life. We're only here for a certain amount of time. You got to make the most of it while you're here. So it's about sacrificing your time or even making time work for you and, finding out how you can make the most of the time that we have. We all have 24 hours, Nobody's 25 unless you're counting weird. But yeah, I mean, everybody's got the same 24, and it's just all about what you do with it and how you balance it. And that's something definitely I've struggled with, is balancing that, especially like that work-life balance. Like, people say that, and you think, oh yeah, well, I just have to grind right now. But I mean, dude, if you're just grinding, you're not enjoying life, then what the hell are you really doing?
Right. And I feel
you gotta be able to sit back and enjoy just living.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
So you don't really think about time too much?
Oh, I definitely think about time all the time. You know what I mean? But it's just one of those things where I just have to remind myself, like,
to touch on what you said, like for me,
step back and smell the roses sometimes.
Yeah,
not to get too comfortable that way.
Yeah.
Time is literally, it's so important in an aspect of like what you're, project wise, base to base. I break it down into like smaller of what needs to get done and this and that. So I feel like I'm always trying to maximize efficiency for like pack as much as I can into my time. Like today, I told you I was worried about us being able to get this done because I have a session. You know, like after.
I love that though. When I book people and they tell me stuff like that, I'm like, oh yeah, you're busy. I like that.
Well, we're trying to be, and I ain't gonna lie, I'll be on this motherfucker's phone every day. Be like, can I? And he'd be like, I got this today, or he's just as busy as I am. But you have to stay tapped in with your homies and stuff.
Yeah.
Push them, press them. They'll press and push you. Make sure that you guys can. If there's a nook that's open, take that nook and use it as an opportunity to further yourself. Always find time to progress and further. Like he's saying, the big key of time is about taking the initiative to make time. Like we all have it. It's a weird concept that you have to make something you already have. Like it's there, but what were you gonna do with it already? Okay, cool. Yeah. I'm not talking out of like, and people can't understand what's in my head 100%. But what I'm getting at is, you might have something you have to do or you need to do. If you don't go ahead and just figure out the time to do that, all you're gonna do is overload yourself with another thing that you have to do, and then that other little thing.
It's just snowballs.
So take the little things that you can get done, try to group them in together, and do those little things together. Yeah. 2 birds, 1 stone, as much as you can.
Stay ready.
Stay busy.
Yeah.
Stay busy. Thursday's off. I don't look at Thursday and be like, I don't have a free day Thursday. I got a free day. I look at, hey, can you meet Thursday?
Yeah.
Can you meet Thursday? I got 2-3 Ashes and my boy Drew the Baboon meeting with us tomorrow at the studio. After my client that was on the phone earlier, Brandon, shows up and we run our session to help him get his thing started.
After I move.
After he moves to his new spot. Bro, he's got. I'm a toot for us right now. I really, really, really appreciate being able to work with somebody that is as hungry as I am right now.
Oh, dude, the same, man.
Man.
Me and Jake, man, we're on the same fucking wavelength, man. As far
Shout
as
out Jake.
sound.
Yeah, shout out Jake.
We talk daily, like
Hammers.
you're saying. You got to be in constant contact.
It is.
Oh yeah.
You have to.
Music videos. What y'all need? Jake got y'all. Man.
All that.
Oh yeah, me and my. So I have one partner at the studio. Shout out Cole. But I mean, he and I are talking every day.
He's injured right now.
He's not injured right now. He's fine.
I saw some gauze. I'm not gonna lie. I saw some gauze. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, he cut himself at the bar a few weeks ago.
First cut's the deepest.
First cut's the deepest.
Gauze is still at the studio.
Shout out injured Cole.
But yeah,
get back to 100%.
He and I are in constant communication. I mean, he's probably texting me right now.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking all the time.
You have to, man. You have to be on that same wavelength, man.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, time. That's a great question though, for real.
Yeah, I get some pretty good answers out of it.
It's something that's always on my mind, but like in my heart, it's like as soon as something pops up, I just create something for it, or I'll fill it up. It's like, imagine like time for me is a sponge, and I got all this extra juice from different areas. I could try to fill that sponge up as much as I can.
I feel you.
Because once you wring that bitch out, that's all your success, or that's all your accomplishments. You know what I'm saying? And then you fill that sponge back up the next day. Day to day. If I don't got something to live for, like a show coming up or something, I'm lost, bro.
You just feel weird.
Yeah, it's like, what am I supposed to do? Like, you can only go to the studio and make so many songs unless you have a project to put them in, or you're writing for this reason, or you're meeting with her or him or whatever. I got to have structure. Time is nothing without structure.
Did y'all see that we had like the shortest day ever a couple months ago?
No, I know the longest day is like June 21st.
Yeah, so like there's an atomic clock in Colorado that recorded the shortest day we've ever had on Earth.
How long was it?
I mean, like less than a second short of 24 hours. But
I thought every year I thought we gained.
Yeah,
like
so
half a quarter of a day or something.
Trajectory of time is we're gaining more time, but we also, in the flip side, had the shortest day we've ever had.
That's weird.
Earth is actually shaped like a peanut M&M, so like I feel like every so many billion years that little curve of the nut just like catches and then like times. Life's like a box of chocolates.
Oh shit!
Except
I think they call that the procession of the equinox.
With COVID.
No, they call that Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump. Fuck yeah.
Accession of the that's that band, right?
No, you're talking about
Perception of the Equinox. That's actually
pretty cool band name. Actually,
that's a POTE. If you want to.
Pote.
Yeah, Pote.
Bro, I was watching Joe Rogan today, and Dave Mustaine was on there, and they were talking about this cool band names, and they came up with Sex Hex. And I was like, damn, that's a dope band name. Sex Hex.
Sex Hex.
Yeah.
Magical.
It's a dope metal band.
My first band name. I was 12. Our
Fuck 12.
Right? When I was 11, I turned 13. I ain't never been 12. Shout out Javon. No, my first band name was Grandma's Saggy Boobs.
Okay.
It's a real thing. And I went to a Catholic school, and my first show I ever played was at our Catholic school carnival. Well, obviously we couldn't be called Grandma's Saggy Boobs.
Yeah.
So we kept the initials, and we just went by Good Sounding Band instead.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So GSB.
GSB.
GSB. My boys Harry Hayes and Ethan Warland. Ethan's still on the music tip. I haven't talked to
That's
Harry.
wild.
Yeah.
Grandma saggy boob.
Yeah. Ethan, man, he used to play with Rashay whenever Mike Mitchell and Ben Hickson were still in Dallas.
Okay.
Bunch of Booker T kids, man.
Man, that's about as good as a Tony Hawk's taint stick. That's another band.
Oh, my favorite band name I've ever seen is the Ellen Degenerates.
That's dope. I like that.
Yeah,
Ellen Degenerate.
It's a metal band. Yeah, the Ellen Degenerates.
My buddy in Austin is a
If
rapper.
you're in that band, shout out to this one's for you.
Oh yeah.
There's a rapper in Austin and goes by Elon Degenerate or some shit. Like
Right.
that. Yeah, it's a whole ass
Yeah.
right there. Maybe they should do a tour together.
Yeah, right.
So
I mean, it's a metal band. I mean,
I'm kind of curious, since you're representing artists now, so I'm curious your opinion on this. Do you think labels should be held liable for situations like Juice WRLD and Peep and Mac Miller?
The label?
Yeah.
It's really hard.
Because they're signed, they're technically an employee for them. And if you were to have an overdose at work at Walmart or something, they're kind of liable for you.
Yeah, but if you
it depends. If
do
you're
drugs at Walmart,
it's situational, of course. Yeah.
It's
well, it's a tax thing too, right? If you're a W-2 employee, if you're an I-9 independent contractor.
Do you think that the label should be involved at all in that?
Well, if they're gonna do that, then the labels need to be involved with finding these fucking narcotics that people think that they need to take and test them before their fucking artists get involved with that. So, honestly, I don't know if the label is to be blamed for, but I do think the label could have a part in making sure that the safety of the
it's kind of a slippery slope.
They know who they're.
Slippery slope.
They obviously know who they're getting involved with.
Shout out to everybody who said Juice, Peep, and Mac. All them people gone too soon.
Yeah.
For real.
But that's the same thing if we talk about did Peep actually? He was on tour, right? When
he was on tour, died on the bus.
So all those guys were definitely on tour, and were on.
Mac was
at home.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the same. I feel the same thing about you could literally blame label industry. We could always blame anybody for anything. I mean, XXX shot Nipsey, had nothing to do with what was going on. That's outside of shit. But because of who these people were, because of their lifestyle, and because of being in the industry, these things come. Yeah. Anybody that takes up artistry and at a national level like that, or let's say a world level, you know what I'm saying? Not just being in the country, outside. These motherfuckers were known places. Yeah. There's a world that you get into that's really taboo, and you run the risk of crazy shit happening. And anytime that you use drugs or that you fuck with drugs and shit, you run a risk of some crazy shit happening. So everything to me is on a personal level of that's a human being's decision. Yeah. And anything outside of that, it's like your player. Your team player. He might be hurt, and they can give him some steroids so he could play through his hurt. But do you want him next year? Do you want him to hurt himself worse?
Yeah.
As a team member, you would want to go out to your homie and be like, man, I don't think you should do this. Or as a coach, you might be like, you're benched. You're not playing right now. Creating a safe environment for your artists and stuff like that, that's as far as I would go to blame a label. But it's, I don't know, it's personal. I think it's all on the artists and the individuals themselves, and it's really sad. Some stories are just sad. Some stories are happy, It sucks that some of the greats of great ended with a sad story, but thus is life.
Yeah, no, I agree with you though, man. Because those label reps they know who they're getting involved with, they know their lifestyle, they know what they're up to. So, a certain extent, they're okay with it, So, if they're okay with putting their money behind that and investing in that and everything, so I mean,
that's another good question.
I mean, shit, man, I'm not signed. I've done drugs before, Just because you're signed doesn't mean you're gonna do drugs now,
right?
Yeah,
that's a good point.
I mean, it's life. These are human beings we're talking about. It's not just a product. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As much as you can sell Mac Miller or Lil Peep or Juice World, like
Now.
there are human beings behind
Now,
the image, behind the brand.
to dip further, like what you're saying right now on some shit, if a label is specifically building this character up and supplying a person with something,
See, that's
and
different.
just dangling it in front of them and
Yeah.
shit, they're just as much at fault as that personal decision that person
Yeah.
made.
Who was it, Lil
Because
Xan trying to say
at that
that?
point, yeah, you're trying.
Yeah, he said
you're
his
trying
manager was feeding
What I was
him.
talking about earlier with branding, you're branding someone as that and creating this image that they have to uphold and they have to keep up with.
Right.
I don't agree with that.
See, that's different.
Yeah, it's a different situation altogether. I mean, even in like the first, like we don't have to get too deep into it. This would be a long podcast if we did, but early hip hop and shit, like what was going on is just like it was murder with like it was something that was pushed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at one point this shit was all underground. Everything was, you know, until it starts being a thing. What's out in the open is what was pushed, and they pushed that. They pushed that
Still getting pushed.
yeah,
Yeah.
the money, murder, whatever. Like that's an actual.
That's a lane.
marketing.
What are we? What
It's
am I-
marketing.
Demographic.
Yeah,
my
it's
bad, bro.
demographic. Yeah.
Demographic, bro.
Uh-huh.
Fuck, I've been too many words in my head. If you're selling and trying to sell that product and marketing something as that, like you're pushing that shit, you are at fault.
Hell yeah.
A lot of these motherfuckers' deaths, I would blame some of these early ass record labels on for sure. Tupac,
Yeah.
Biggie.
Yeah. So if
Suge.
in
Suge,
jail. He
dude,
ain't dead.
Suge should be locked
Is he
up.
dead? He is locked
I think
up.
he's locked up, right?
That's what I'm saying. He should be.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ran over some chick. I think he's back locked up again.
He ran over her?
Yeah, he ran over some
What'd
girl
she
in a
do?
parking lot.
I'm playing.
Who cares?
Cash App didn't go
She
through.
still got run over.
What was that? Keep it
I know
moving.
who really shot. Shit. Oh, did you? Did you now?
So kind
My
of
bad. I left my jewel.
to wrap this up, man. If y'all weren't doing music, what else would y'all be doing?
Golf.
Dead ass golf.
Golf.
Swear to God,
Golf's
if I
fun.
could, bro, if I had to pick one other profession, I'd be a pro golfer.
Golf.
Both of y'all golf.
Oh, dude, 10 out of
Golf.
10. You want, bro?
I've
you
never
just-
played.
You're just swinging clubs, and the thing about golf is their demographic is just like rich old white people.
Yeah.
So all the sponsors are like Breitling and Rolex and NetJets. So I mean, you're just like.
Well, it's rich people in general. There's a lot of people involved with golf.
Golf's an expensive sport, and it's
It
actually
is.
expanding. You know, it's becoming more accessible to people, which is great. Like
Yeah.
myself, you know, you can go out and play for $30, but it's a high barrier to entry. But it's also like they have the best sponsors.
Yeah.
Just
And
pump
I put it to you,
all
it's
the
like
time.
golf. My grandpa put it to me. He's passed away since, but D. Williams, he said, "Why the hell you gonna fuck around with all this other shit? You can play this sport until you're 80 years old."
Yeah.
He said, "Get into a hobby you can actually enjoy your whole life." And I was like, "All right, good point, Papa. That's
Yeah.
good."
I mean,
point."
I'm saying this is a dream job. I'm nowhere near good enough at golf to actually be professional. That shit is
Right.
really hard. I'd probably run a restaurant or something.
Y'all both said golf quick though.
I mean, he's right. Golf is tight.
Oh, my boy. That's a positive trigger. That's what it's.
Yeah.
4.
No, I just played golf on Sunday.
Okay, right on.
Yeah.
What other sport do you get to ride around in a little fucking?
It's-
I mean, if like
It's the only place you
baseball,
can legally drink and drive.
right?
Yeah.
And I don't drink, but like,
And I'm not even talking about the golf carts. Golf joke. No one.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, drink and drive. Okay.
We don't support drinking and driving
No, don't drink and drive, kids. Very bad for you.
Unless
Drink liquid death and drive.
unless you're leaving a golf course. You gotta get home. You gotta.
Yeah, drink liquid death. Drink liquid
You can't leave your
death.
car at the golf course.
Can't leave it there. I mean,
I can't say I haven't.
shit. Hey guys, this has been fun as fuck.
Dude, it really.
Yeah,
is.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely, yeah.
It was a good vibe. I mean, we didn't talk that much about Golden Rule. That's my bad. We changed stuff.
Let's get into it, man.
To end off with all that shit,
Yeah.
Golden Rule is a very important album to me. We have a lot of new music coming out with new
Yes.
artists and shit, but Golden Rule and Dialogue will always be like rock, my homie. That's where we started off as a solo career, so I'm super grateful for that, and I'm grateful for all the people that picked it up or listened to it or fuck with it on a regular. Like, thank y'all for real, because like my music is like what I do.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't really. If it wasn't golf, I don't know what the answer to that question.
you just got two
Yeah, real
two
talk.
things: music and
Shameless
golf.
plug, go listen to Angels.
Or
Spot.
Legos. I fuck with Legos. Nobody knows this shit. I think that like Legos are the coolest
Tech
shit
decks.
that ever. Yeah, Tech Decks fly.
He'd
but
probably be a sponsored Tech Decks guy.
I would basically take any child that thought they were about to get some type of like scholarship with like Tech Deck competition. I'll
Yeah.
be beating your kid's ass. At that. That's what I'd be honest. Heel flipping on the fucking I don't know. What's the new Applebee's we found?
Moxie.
Moxie's?
Moxie's, the Canadian Applebee's. Yeah.
Moxie's is the Canadian Applebee's for those of you that thought it was just some fancy
They
restaurant.
don't have dollar Ziggenbox, but I don't drink, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I was just hitting on that.
All right, later. See you. No. No, for real. Y'all check out Golden Rule, though. I really dig the song Change, Senseless, Forget Me Not. Sounds like a radio hit. Y'all get out there and check it out. Stream them, all that shit.
Thank you, brother.
Hit your boy up for some studio session.
Yes, sir.
Anything else I'd like to throw out there real quick?
Shit, y'all want to follow me on Instagram? That's something I do still keep up with. It's midaswell.getit, MIDASWELL.GETIT, midaswell.getit. You want to talk about Trillicos?
Yeah. Trillico Studios, so it's Trillico Dallas on Instagram, TRILL Trill ICO Dallas on Instagram. My personal is Mercy DTX, like Mercy, Dallas, Texas.
Hell yeah.
Born and raised, man. Gotta represent.
Got to, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right, guys. This has been another awesome episode. Y'all like and subscribe. Follow us on everything. Might as well. Mercy. Thanks, guys.
Y'all subscribe, man.
Yeah.
Y'all subscribe to the boy. He's putting.
What's up with that?
Homie's putting in the work. Yeah. Let me ask you a question. What's up with the name? Cause I fuck with it.
All right.
I love this.
Yeah, so like 10 years ago, I was doing like videographer work.
Yeah.
And like editing videos and music videos for shit. And that was kind of like my moniker for editing videos. I would just throw it on at the end of the video in the credits and shit. That was just my name. What's up with that?
Hell yeah.
I like that
Yeah.
though, man. It's cool.
What's up with that?
I really can't wait to see where you go with this, man.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
Keep it up, bro. This
Yeah.
shit's fire.
This guy's the next Joe Rogan.
Hey, for real.
But minus the bald head.
And there's no bug. You don't have to eat bugs when you come on the show, but
no
like,
Fear Factor
you
shit.
can if you bring your own bugs. You definitely it's,
BYOB.
it's BYOB for sure. Yeah, bring your own bugs, but you can eat them here.
Yes, please. We'll film it and throw it on YouTube. All right, guys. Y'all take it easy. Later.
Bye, friends.
If you'd like to see raw, unedited, live episodes, follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/whatsupwitdat. To watch full episodes of What's Up With That, subscribe to us on YouTube at youtube.com/whatsupwitdat.
If you don't answer your fucking phone right fucking now, I'm about to murder everyone you love or have ever cared about. Call me back.
You need me, sip it on better now.